Hey, what's going on, team? Hope that you guys are all having an amazing Friday. What I wanted to talk about today is an update on Tesla and an obvious resistance level that we continue to experience at that $600 level and what I plan to do with it. But before we go ahead and get started, you guys absolutely killed it in yesterday's video when I talked about the top stocks that I'm currently invested in and updating you guys on which ones I plan to continue to buy more of and which ones I plan to close altogether because they didn't necessarily play out according to plan. I think that's the beautiful thing about the stock market is that we have so much opportunity and they don't always work out according to plan. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, loss is inevitable. But what I wanted to ask you is, I planned on making a video for the top 10 to top 15 oversold stocks, meaning stocks due to earnings or due to some form of news that have recently pulled back 5, 10, 15%. These are all stocks that meet some form of criteria, and I wanted to share it with you, especially if you're someone that has been struggling to finding solid companies that have, good upside potential. So if you guys would like me to make that video, all I ask you is to drop a thumbs up. And if this video gets over 1,000 likes, I'll make sure by tomorrow morning I have that video ready for you guys. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into today's topic. And I don't know if you've noticed, I'm sure you have, you guys are obsessive about Tesla almost as much as me, right? But a very common resistance level right around $600. One of the things that you guys should know is with Tesla being added to the S&P 500, a lot of these different funds have up until December 18th, if I'm not mistaken, to buy Tesla right before, again, its overall initial edition on December 21st. So that's a very, very important day to save. As of right now, one of the things that I also find very attractive about Tesla is that it's not really making lower lows. If you guys look at this on the 180-day 4-hour time frame, it's very obvious that it has a common resistance level at $600. It has very rarely held above $600, and because of this very obvious resistance, you guys know that I've been holding 50 shares overnight. I actually wanted to update you guys on kind of where I'm at for the day. So I'm down. I'm actually red on the day, a little bit over $100, about $100 to $200. And this is following, I don't know if you watched yesterday's video, and if you follow me on Instagram, it should be popping up right here. I had a $5,000 day yesterday, which was absolutely amazing. Again, it's our job to make sure that we scale the green days and keep our losses small. As of right now, I'm just seeing Tesla to be very overbought and a very obvious resistance level at 600. It would only make sense that because they have up until December 18th, that there should be more buying pressure, but we're just not seeing that, and it just continues and continues to get rejected as it gets closer to $600 a share. Again, it's not making lower lows, but because this resistance is super obvious, it has only encouraged me to be more selective with how much I trade Tesla. So I was trading Tesla before with about 150 to about 200 shares intraday and only holding 50 shares overnight. My approach might change just because of this continuous resistance level. If we break above $600 and we continue to indicate signs of an uptrend, I will resume back to aggressively day trading Tesla and then just holding the 50 shares overnight just in case it pulls back. But if it gets rejected once again, I'm going to be less motivated because of obvious resistance levels to hold even 50 shares. So I might reduce that to about 35 to about 30 shares, just keeping the dollar amount that I hold overnight a little bit less because of this obvious resistance level. And I wanted to get your guys' thought with the idea of, that they have up until December 18th to add Tesla to their portfolios, it being added on December 21st to the S&P 500. Do you think that we will pull back before its addition on December 21st? And that's what I wanted to ask you. I plan, if today it does not cross above $600 a share, I plan to simply reduce my position size. It's not that I'm going to close my position altogether, but I wanted to update you guys because I've been making videos very consistently about Tesla, and a lot of you guys have made sense of why I only hold a very small position overnight and why I trade with a much more aggressive position intraday, because I can manage my risk and because it has so much pullback potential. I hope that Tesla only continues to ascend, but let's be honest, there's an obvious resistance level, and I would rather be prepared than to be hopeful and surprised. So just wanted to update you guys on that. And overall on the day, you guys could see that I'm up $300. So I continue to teeter-totter from about, break even on the day to about, that $200 to $300 loss. One of my biggest losers today, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be SQQQ and as well as BBY. Those continue to sell off as of right now. I just have some skin in the game because I find them to be very oversold. And if it continues to sell off, I'll cut losses on that. But I plan to, especially on BBY. I'm not too sure if you guys have been following up with that, but ticker symbol BBY, you guys can see that it is very oversold, but there is no confirmation of an uptrend. And I would wait. If you're not already invested in BBY and you've been waiting for some good deals, I would personally, although I'm in it already, I would personally wait for confirmation, because the more you wait, the better deal that you can get. I'm not under the PDT rule, so it doesn't affect me if I end up having to cut losses. I still find this to be a good deal, but you never know how much it can continue to sell off before it shows signs of an uptrend. And we've talked about this before with the 3 stages of a reversal. Right now, I would consider, and you guys let me know in the comment section, that BBY is more in the rejection phase than it is in the consolidation or confirmation. So I would still see this to be under stage 1. It's in the very early stages. It offers a lot of upside potential, but understand, especially if you're under the PDT rule, you have nothing but time, and confirmation is key. You should be more selective than the average trader, because you only have 3 opportunities to take advantage of within a 5-day period, which should only empower you to be that much more selective. So I hope that little tip can guide you in the right direction. And I wanted to follow up with, people have been asking about /NQ. We hit 180-day highs. It's very, very overbought. But one of the things that we have to admire about /NQ and TQQQ is that it's super bullish. Although it's overbought, kind of just like Tesla, it has not broken its pattern. It continues to ascend. It validates the EMA line as the support, and it continues and continues to make higher highs and higher lows. And this is one of the main reasons that we have talked about, why not to get in too early to a potential reversal, because just because something is overbought does not mean that it has to pull back anytime soon. So especially if you're under the PDT rule, it is that much more important for you to stay updated on this reversal and actually wait for confirmation. If you're not under the PDT rule and you wanted some skin in the game, then again, I understand why you have a very small position, and then you can add more once we get confirmation. But the time has not come, so don't feel encouraged to take a position right now, as you have nothing but time as it continues to ascend. So I'm super excited to see that the overall market is performing very well, but because we're reaching based off of, again, all I'm going off of is based off of recent highs, right, and previous highs. You can see that /NQ, when it reaches these specific levels, it pulls back. And it's not a surprise. It's not the end of the world when it makes new highs that, oh my God, it's about to pull back. It's healthy. It's a correction. And especially if you're long on something, then that should only encourage you to buy more to get it for a good deal and then ride it back up. So I'm very, very excited to follow up with the overall market's performance, especially with the certain stocks that I personally find to be a little bit more on the oversold side. So again, I'm teeter-tottering from break even to down, about $100. Right now I'm down $12 on the day. So not too shabby, but I'm very, very pumped to see where we're going. We just went a little bit in the green. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Do you think that Tesla will break above $600 a share today, or is it something that you think might pull back before its addition to the S&P 500? Also, don't forget to drop a thumbs up and comment down below if you have a specific stock that you want me to include in the top 10 to top 15 oversold stocks in tomorrow's video, and you want me to break it down and give my thought process. All you have to do is comment that down below, drop a thumbs up, and I will make sure that by the time you wake up tomorrow, unless you're a very early riser, that I have that video ready for you guys. But without further ado, I really do appreciate you guys' time. Don't forget to stay connected, especially if you're an absolute beginner. We have this free Facebook group with 294,000 members, and that's that first link down below. This will allow you to connect with like-minded individuals and to join our free Discord chat. That's going to be the top link on the top pinned post. Also, if you guys are ready to watch me trade live as soon as Monday and you want to take the weekend to start catching up on the course content and you want structured material, click the second link down below. If you've ever wanted to watch me trade live, this is exclusively the only group that I work with on a closer basis, and that gets to watch me trade live every single day at market open. So if you want to get a taste of what it's like, click the second link, scroll all the way down, watch this live trading video, and get a better understanding of what we offer. And if you like it, then I'll see you on Monday at market open. Until then, like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.